And now, for our final topic on this week's episode of This and the Third, it's our favorite topic on This and the Third, and that is none other than relationships. So what is topping off our relationship headline this week, Miss Reese?
Okay. Your alarm to your car, first of all.
We have a good relationship.
Okay. Dear DC,
Uh-huh.
it's over.
Oh,
She's gone.
where'd she go?
She broke up with me saying there was no growth, but I love her very much.
Yes.
Should I be persistent and continue to pursue her, or give her space and allow her to determine what's next?
What say you?
She gone, bruh. She
Once
gone.
a good girl's gone.
She gone.
She's gone.
There's no coming back.
No coming back. We don't delight in backward steps.
No.
This is my thing. One, progress is oftentimes a slow process. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So it's hard to see the picture when you're in the frame.
Yeah.
So how can you say that we're not progressing when progression could be slow? We maybe didn't hit a pew, or maybe we hit a pew, and then we plateaued and we're still rising, but it's not the pew that you used to.
Okay, sometimes just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that that person is meant to go through that journey with you.
Facts.
Okay?
Facts.
Progress is slow, and so she may be, and you like,
Right.
and she just don't have no patience to walk that slow with you, and that's okay.
Right.
Let her go.
Right.
And find somebody that can keep up with you at your pace.
I agree to an extent, but I will also say let her go and find your pace.
Yeah.
Don't find somebody else immediately
Yeah,
to be
no.
like, yo, are you my pace? What's your pace? I don't know.
Find your pace.
Find your pace, bro. Find your pace, because you're not looking for somebody to compete with. You're looking
Right.
for somebody to compliment.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, they make you better, you make them better, and y'all rock with each other like
Right.
that. So, you loved, you lost, but it's better to have loved and
Keep it
lost than to
going.
never loved at all. But also, on the persistent thing, persist in your purpose. Don't persist in trying to force a relationship with somebody that doesn't want to have one with you. That same energy could be redirected towards your gifts, your talents, and your abilities, and actually you will prosper because of the heartbreak or whatever you're feeling right now.
You'll come out on top.
It'll actually make you stronger and ready for the next level that the world is preparing you for. So that's just my opinion.
Okay, next. Dear DC, I don't trip when my man hangs out with his friends,
As you
girlfriends included, but he absolutely hates when I have a night out with all my friends, and yes, some of them happen to be male. Is it common for men to be like this, or is that a red flag? Go.
Your man's a thought bitch, and he doesn't want you to become one. I feel that if you're not doing dirt during your free time, you would never assume that the other person was doing dirt in their free time. But when you do dirt in your free time, you're always going to assume that any moment alone from that person, they are finding a way to do the things that you have done to them. It's an insecurity. It's a projection of those insecurities, and it's unhealthy, is my opinion. I don't think like that. I don't think that if my girl is not around me, that she's sitting on another dick. I don't think that, because I know when I'm not around, I'm getting to it. I'm in my bag. I'm doing, you know what I be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Flirting.
I flirt all day, but I'll tell you if you ask that I was flirting and not fucking. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that he's assuming that you're flirting with these other men. I think that he assumes that they are thought bitches, and he might be allowing you to become one. What say you?
I honestly think most men have an issue with their girl hanging out with other males.
Time out, though. Maybe I'm different, or maybe I'm just naive, but I don't have a problem with it if you knew this nigga longer than me.
That's the exception,
Yeah.
right? That's the exception.
This is your man.
But this is life. You are going to continue to meet people, right? You're going to continue to get new friends, right? And so I think just generally, it could be like that one or two guys that they're my homeboys from way back when and they don't have no issue with.
Right.
But I think and I don't necessarily always think it's the issue that they think you're going to be doing something, but they be like, oh, I know niggas.
Yeah.
And
But do you know your girl?
Look, that's what you wearing.
But do you know your girl?
You know your girl, but I know niggas. That
do you know rapist niggas? Because other than that, what does it matter?
I think it's just a thing, and I think for women too. I think it's just a thing. It may not be at the forefront, but some people, I think it's just always there, and it's just a little bit irritating. I think for the majority of men and women to have their mate hanging out with the opposite sex. Now it's different if it's a group thing and it's you and your girls, and it may be like 1 or 2 guys that came through.
Right.
It's different. But if it's majority guys and it's 1 or 2 of your girls, then yeah, I think it's a little irritating.
And I think it speaks to our respective perspectives, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I am that 1 or 2 guys that comes through. You know what I'm saying? And I wish a nigga would. I wish a nigga would assume that I was fucking his girl. First of all, if she wanted to fuck, she's going to fuck. You're not going to stop it. You can only either allow it or you can block it and we'll go around you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not Mr. Steal Your Girl. I'm not, I'm not here for all that. Excuse me?
I thought you said...
Don't bring your girl around me. No, those things. If I'm into your girl. But if I'm hanging out with your girl in a group setting, I'm probably not into your girl.
Yeah, okay.
She's probably my friend.
Right.
And I am that guy where I will hang with 4 or 5 of them at the same time and just enjoy each other's energy.
Yeah.
But so it's not on that. And when you come, it's the same thing as long as you got that same energy. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's invited. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's welcome. Few are invited. I'll put it like that.
I agree.
But if your girl wants to fuck, she's going to
is.
fuck.
And
So
if your
don't
guy
act
wanna
like,
have sex,
oh,
he
I
gonna
can't
have
let her
sex.
go out with this group because she's going to fuck. She'll fuck solo dolo.
Yeah, really. That's when she really would do
That's
it.
when she definitely will do it.
Yeah. Okay. Last question. So, what do you do when your boss, manager, supervisor, whatever you may have,
Superior.
is constantly picking on you for like what you wear, your clothes, and then trying to set you up, right? They say, oh, I'm with you, I got you, and then behind your back, trying to serve you some papers, low key.
I'm ready to serve them papers.
So to this, I'll answer first.
Okay.
I hate this, right? Absolutely hate it. Because for me, in any job that I've had, right, my thing would be like, dude, this is your life. I'm not going to be here. And I think that was part of the reason they had an issue with me. Because my mentality has always been, this is your life, this is my job. And
Deal.
Yeah, and it's kind of that simple. And so I think the best way to deal with bosses like that is to continue to be happy and glow up. And I think that makes them even more mad. So why not?
Interesting. I'm a Dame Dash it real quick and say, why the fuck are you calling somebody your boss? First and foremost.
Well, you're not necessarily calling them your boss, but in the hierarchy of things in the place where you work,
That shit
like
does not exist in my world.
Okay.
I don't work for anybody. I work with you.
I bet you his bosses are like so irritated.
I bet you can't name a nigga that will look me in my face and say they're my boss. Not one person. They will say I work with them. You know what I'm saying?
God.
But at the end of the day, you're a boss.
Yeah.
Be your own boss. Especially if this shit is happening to you at your, let's call it 9 to 5.
Yeah.
That is probably the universe telling you that you're supposed to be doing your own thing and answering to yourself and using this experience to treat those that work with you in the future better than those that treated you when you were literally treated you while you was working with them.
Agreed.
But in this situation, and let's just say I'm a regular nigga and I have a boss, I have a 9 to 5, and they're targeting me.
Yeah.
I think life is 10% what happens to us, 90% how we respond to it.
Yeah.
So if you tell me, I wore this to the gig today. Obviously, I had a special event, blah, blah, blah. But somebody else could wear this to the gig, and somebody might pull you to the side and be like, man, I need an explanation why you dress like this. And you're like, oh, I'm going on an outing.
Yeah.
I'm dressed appropriately for what I'm actually doing
Yeah,
on the clock
right.
today. Cool. Don't take that shit personal. Just know that that person, that manager, that director, whomever, is in accordance with the culture of the company,
workplace,
and
yeah.
they just want to keep the integrity therein. And it's not a Reese versus Calvin thing. It's a, do you see the bigger picture? Our clients need to see us dressed professionally, blah, blah, blah. So don't take things personal first and foremost.
Okay.
I always get this wrong, but be a thermostat instead of a thermometer. So don't just respond and react to whatever level they approach you at, but control the level that you respond at. And like if you come at me and
Agreed.
jab and I'm like, yep, you right, you're probably going to de-escalate the situation versus, what you mean? You wore something similar to what? It's like, are they ever going to admit that they were in it? So why are we even having that conversation? Be the thermometer, don't be the thermostat. Be the thermostat, don't be the thermometer. And then lastly, besides being your own boss, besides controlling your reaction or response, I would say the next thing is 360-degree leadership. I don't give a fuck what my title is. I'm a leader. So even if I'm not a boss by title, I'm a boss by action. I'm a boss by the way I move. I'm a boss by the amount of people that follow me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They say a leader with no followers is just a nigga out for a walk. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm the janitor,
I'm gonna quote that.
if I'm the janitor and everybody from the C-level suite all the way down to the basement fucks with me and goes where I tell them to go, I'm kind of the boss. I'm kind of the leader.
Yeah.
So just lead from where you at.
That's a good one. Lead from where you're at. Yeah.
And don't set yourself up to be targeted too. Now, a lot of times I think, we can get into a situation where it's like, oh, they targeted me. But it's like, you start at 9, you pull up at 10:15 every day.
Yeah,
you're asking for
mess
it.
with you.
Business attire, and you're voluptuous as fuck to begin with and revealing versus, business attire and voluptuous, you're giving them a reason.
Yeah,
so do what you can do to control, not
to
be targeted.
eliminate that, and then
It's easier for dudes, but for female, you're bodied up. It would be extremely hard for you to work in a setting where somebody was even on
where
that.
it was a female.
Where it was a female that's on that. It's like, where am I going to tuck all of this? I quit.
Exactly. So yeah. All right, y'all. That's it.
Well, that about wraps us up for relationships. What do you say, man? How do you deal with a manager or a boss or a superior that is targeting you for whatever reason? Be sure you comment below, and be sure to subscribe to all of our social media channels by searching This, That, and the Third, with the third spell I, like the Roman numeral 3. And on YouTube, be sure to search Calvin and Reese. And it will pop right up, all right? Tell a friend to tune in to the next episode of This and the Third, the lifestyle show that gives you life, literally. And it's been your boy, Calvin Leroy King, the Third. And as always, my lovely co-hosts with the mostest, Miss Reese PC, the one and only. And we are the undisputed king and queen of Chicago podcast. Check us out.